Hello my beautiful viewers on my channel, James Higgins Open World. Well, this is episode 2 of James Higgins Mysterious World. Right, we're going to talk about a few things tonight. Ghosts and UFOs. So here we go. 1 second. Pulsating lights above the M56, spinning flying saucers and gigantic sky snakes are just some of the UFOs spotted above Cheshire, according to Ministry of Defence archives. Well, there you go. Get in there. Just 1 second and we'll carry on. Right, here we go. Story 1. The following sighting is took place between 1997 and 2009 and were all officially reported and recorded. Thanks to Freedom of Information requests, they've been declassified and released to the public, with one of the weirdest being spotted above Knutsford in October 2000. The eyewitnesses even produced a sketch of what had been seen, with the MOD describing reading triangular-shaped aircraft light on each point of the triangle, large fluorescent tube, the full length of the trailing edge. Some more. Wow. Winsford, May 2009. An orange light travelling from the south. It was followed by 2 more orange lights on the same path, then 5 more, and then 2 more. They made no noise but were at the height of a helicopter. Wow, that's Winsford. Right. Chester, August 2009. Orb shape, glowing on underside only, orange colour, orange faded, and object looked like a black shadow. Bloody hell, eh? Bloody hell. What else have we got? Stockport, here we go. Bright orange object which looked as though it was on fire, moving at a steady pace. Slowed, then gained altitude slowly and disappeared into the clouds. Sighting lasted 2 to 3 minutes. Object was similar to a hot air balloon but had no outline or shape. Unbelievable, isn't it? Hey, here on my channel, James Higgins Open World, and my series, James Higgins Mysterious World. Anyway, right, that's that for UFOs. Let's get to another story. Just 1 second. Here we go. Story 2. Just 1 second. Here we go. Newsham Park Hospital, Liverpool. Right, here we go. The history of Newsham Park Hospital sounds like the plot from a horror movie. Once a Victorian orphanage, the building later served as a mental asylum. Barred windows and old style wheelchairs can still be found in some of the abandoned rooms. These days, the hospital no longer functions, but frequent ghost hunt events operate throughout the year. Before the hospital closed down, nurses reported strange sightings and noises on a regular basis, and there have been several reports of visitors speaking with or encountering frightened young children, despite the fact there was no children's ward at the time. Believable, isn't it? Believable, isn't it? In Liverpool. Whoa, eh? 1 second. Right, here's another one. All Saints Church, Newcastle. Right, enter the haunted church at your own risk, as the chances are you could run into the ghost of Jack the Beadle. Oh, interesting name. Local legend has it that the Beadle was a well-liked character until he was caught stealing lead from the church coffins after being tried for his crimes. Jack was rejected by the community, and his angry spirit is still said to walk through the churchyard and buildings on a regular basis. When you're done with ghost hunting, retire to the safety of a modern and comfortable Newcastle travel lodge room to get a great night's rest. Little plug for, I thought I'd have a little plug for the old travel lodge there as well. Little plug. How's that? Aye, good, eh? Aye, good. Just 1 second, and we'll get to the second story. Here's some stories on the London Underground. Right, here we go. Location, E11, Greater London, Beacon Tree Station. Type, haunted manifestation. Right. Date, time, 1992. Right. Further comments, the station employee working alone heard the door to his office rattled several times Unnerved, the man began to climb upstairs to find a collie, but felt he was being watched. Turning around, he saw a woman standing there with long blonde hair but no face. Her features were completely smooth. Talking to his colleague a short time later, the employee discovered that he was not the only person to have seen her. What do you make of that, eh? Wow. Right, there's another one here for you. One second. The Grinning Man. Just 1 second. Right. Location, E15, Greater London. Channingsley Depot, Stretford. I hope I spelled that right. I said that right. Type, haunted manifestation. Date, time, June, December 1994. Right. A former British Rail employee reported seeing a tall man wearing a cape and top hat standing by a hangar. He had a terrible grin and a mouth full of white teeth, and immediately vanished, leaving the witness very cold and apprehensive. A few months later, in the same area, the witness felt a strong tug at her bag that almost pulled her over. She spun around, expecting to see a collie, but no one was in sight. What do you make of that one? Eh? Wow. Eh? Wow. 1 second. Right. And Naylor. Location, EC1, Greater London. Farringdon Underground Station. Type, haunting manifestation. Date, time unknown. The odd screams that have been heard in this area are attributed to Naylor, 13-year-old girl who was murdered on this site in 1758. She is now referred to as the Screaming Spectre. Wow. Unbelievable, isn't it? On the underground. Wow. Hey. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Here we go. Monks. Location, SW1, Greater London, Jubilee Line, from Westminster to Stratford. Type, haunting manifestation. Date of time, 2000s. Since the construction of the Jubilee Line, reports of phantom monks walking the tracks have begun to emerge. The sightings may be connected to the large number of graves which were disturbed while work was commencing. That's a possibility, isn't it? You just don't know, do you? You know. Well, there you go. Just 1 second. Here's an interesting one. Well, they're all interesting, aren't they? Egyptian Princess. Location, WC1, Greater London. British Museum Station, closed 1933. Type, haunting manifestation. Date, time, pre-1933. Connected to the curse of Ulman-Ra's tomb, this Egyptian princess would return from the grave late at night and would wail and scream in the tunnels. A more recent report states that these sounds can now be heard further down the track in Holborn Station. Wow. Here on my channel, James Higgins Open World, in this episode of James Higgins Mysterious World, episode 2. Yeah, this story was sent in by Ben Mundy, a subscriber of mine and a friend of mine now on my Facebook. So here we go. Ben. Right. Steeped in more than 700 years of history, it comes as no surprise that Denbigh Castle is reputed to be one of the most haunted fortresses in North Wales. For decades, visitors have told of chilling goings-on in the ruins of the 13th century building, from odd sounds in the dark, unexplained goosebumps, and even seeing eerie mists and ghostly faces. But who are these restless souls who are said to linger in the night? The striking ruins of Denbigh Castle sit on a hill above the town, commanding beautiful views of the Vale of Clwyd and Clwydian Range. The fortress was built as part of Edward I's 13th century conquest of Wales and was constructed by Henry de Lacy, one of the king's chief commanders. It's not the first stronghold to be built on the site. In fact, the castle was built over the stronghold of Dafydd, spelled D-A-F-Y-D-D. It's Welsh, I can't pronounce that. Grufford, the Welsh leader, crushed by Edward in 1280. 1992. The castle, which also consists of more than half a mile of town walls, is now in guardianship of CADW, whatever that means. But over the years, people have claimed to have witnessed or fallen prey to strange happenings in its grounds, especially in its triple-towered gatehouse and Goblin Tower. Legend tells that visitors to the eastern section of the castle have spotted a dark, shapeless figure dashing around the Goblin Tower, and sometimes a boy's face can be seen looking out unhappily from a window. It's claimed that it is the ghost of the castle builder's son who slipped and fell to his death. However, some believe he came to a more sinister end and was falsely accused of having an affair with the landowner's daughter and was thrown to his death from the tower. Others claim to have heard the wails of the guilt-ridden and heartbroken woman who, if legend is to be believed, was getting water from the well when her child fell from her arms down the watering hole. But perhaps the most famous ghost to haunt the castle is the White Lady, who many claim to have observed gliding across the castle grounds. She is said to float around the footpaths near the Goblin Tower, surrounded by an eerie glowing white mist. In December 1999, 3 youths hit the headlines after they were left terrified when the White Lady glided towards them from the tower. Another local legend also says that a dragon once resided in the castle, but a man with 8 fingers on each hand finally killed the creature. I couldn't find a share button, so had to copy and paste the paragraph. Hope you like it, James. Well, thank you very much, Ben Mundy. It was very good, very interesting. That was very interesting. Just so a big thumbs up to Ben Mundy for sending me that in. And thanks for all the comments, Ben. You're a great guy, Ben Mundy, legend. Right, 1 second. There's a few ghosts on the underground, little stories, and then that's it. James Higgins, Mysterious World, episode 2 is done and dusted. Hope you enjoyed it. Well, here we go. I'll read you a couple of these first. 1 second. Right, here we go. Here's one location. EC3, Greater London, King William Tunnel under London Bridge. Disused underground tunnel. Type, manifestation, date, time, 1990s. So here we go. An image taken by a photographer shows what appears to be a silhouetted figure along this tunnel, though no one else was there at the time. A medium called to the location claimed that the ghost was that of a man who died while breaking up a fight. Well, bloody hell. There you go. Just 1 second. Right, here's some more. Location, N2, Greater London. East Finchley to Wellington Sidings, underground. Haunting manifestation, date of time, there's no date of time there. Further comments, right, this stretch of the Northern Line is reputed to be haunted by a spectral steam engine. Wow. Like some off bloody Ghostbusters, isn't it? Wow. Right. Just 1 second and we'll carry on with this. Right, well here we go. This is the last story on James Higgins' Mysterious World, episode 2. Right, distressed woman. It's London Underground again. Right. Location, NW1, Greater London, King's Cross Underground Station. Type, haunted manifestation, date, time, 1998. Right, a witness spotted a woman in her 20s with long brown hair wearing jeans and a t-shirt. The figure was kneeling at the side of the corridor with her arms outstretched and appeared distressed and crying. Someone walked in the opposite direction and then walked through the woman. The witness said that upon reflection it was like watching a repeat piece of film. Well, I've always thought that it's with some alleged ghosts, like with especially like Roman soldiers and that, have they somehow been recorded in the material, you know, the rocks and stuff, somehow, some way, you know, who knows? And then there's infrasound, isn't there? Well, there you go, that's it. That's James Higgins' Mysterious World, episode 2, done and dusted. Anyway, if you like, you want to send me any stories you've got, the paranormal stories, the angel stories, or all the rest of it, the email address is coming up, and it's at the front of this video as well. It's formchester69 at hotmail.com. So please send your stories in, like, and you can appear on this like Ben Mundy did in this episode. So thank you very much. If this is the first video of mine you've seen, please subscribe. There's over 700, near enough 800 videos on there. You'll find something you like. There's all sorts of stuff. Well, thank you very much. Right, bye.